Hello, my people. It's me again. I thought I should go through quickly and try and explain more or less the overview about God and what I have come to realize, okay? So, as we all know, it is said that God is oneness, is everything that we are. So I'm using these diagrams just to explain more or less what I believe or what I'm trying to share with you. So, this oneness God as one wanted to experience self, right? So then realize that, hey, in order for me to be able to experience myself, I need to have a point of view. So now, then God created a realm, an existence, and then decided that God is going to experience this existence in a form of a human, okay? So at the end of the day, it is still God experiencing God. It is God, the totality, that, okay, which has broken itself and created a small spark or piece that is the human. But this human still exists within the God. And all its experiences are the experience of this God. So at the end of the day, it is still God experiencing God. God as human, experiencing God as the realm, okay? This I'm explaining more or less the same thing. God experiencing, a human experiencing God, a human experiencing the realm, a God man experiencing God. All those things are just the same, explaining the same thing. Okay. So now here, what I'm trying to explain is in terms of what is a God. Okay, a God is like a frequency. You know, it's like a channel that you listen to, or a frequency that you are vibrating to, that is determining your realm and what you're exposed to and how things work out, all that. Okay, so now in this example that I'm using, I'm saying this realm, the God of it is this frequency which is green, okay? And all the smaller zeros, they are representing humanity, society within this realm. So you can even think of it like this realm is the earth, let's say, for just argument's sake. And then these are humans, okay? But obviously the realm is big as universe, omniverse, you know. Okay, so now the humans are living in the God realm, okay? The green, as I explained, is just a representation of what is the frequency of this God, which is the one that determines what is being lived in here, what kind of experiences, what can happen here, you know. As in, is it a God of love, hate, or of peace, or war, all those things, of wisdom or ignorance, all those type of things, okay, is determined by this God. And all these humans in here live what this God determines, okay? Now, that type of God is just a name that is a totalitarian God, okay? Meaning, this God is the only one that determines everything that happens here. All the humans or the beings that are living here would be experiencing what this God says exactly. They don't have a say in this realm. This is so no human say or influence, okay? Now, in the realm of choice, okay, which is the realm here on earth, it is one of choice where human beings have a choice. You decide, you participate, and are a co-creator. I have shown this as an example in this manner, where yes, the God is still the green, the total one, the green is still God, but the same God has given itself and its powers to the humans themselves. So the humans also have the green and are influencing what is happening in here. So the humans have a say. So this is the realm of the earth, okay, where our God decided that instead of experiencing life or existence or self from a distance, like it would have been in this totalitarian God circumstance where it is fully in control from here and just watching and controlling whatever happens here, okay? So our God decided, no man, I want to take it further, and I will take the risk, which was an extremely high risk, to give the humans a say so that we co-create and to allow for what they say to be what happens. So they have total say. I don't stop them. So this is what our earth is. We are living in a realm that is of choice. Each individual chooses, for lack of a better word, what God they're following. Meaning, what are your beliefs about the realm? What are the beliefs about yourself? How you treat people, all of those things. How you treat the realm, how the realm treats you, all that. You have a right on that, okay? Now, the challenge with this setup, was always that, there is a chance that these beings, these humans, the ones inside here, can end up choosing different because they have a choice. And if they chose different, the God would not be able to stop that. It will have to play out, okay? It will have to play out for the time frame given for this realm, okay? Which is more or less exactly what has happened, okay? So in a sense that humans, okay, either humans or other beings found access to here, or either humans got developed enough to realize that if I can control this, the top, what do you call it? If I can control the frequency for the whole, then I can control what happens in here, because this is a realm of choice. And I have a way of controlling that by doing what? I cannot do anything with this God here. I cannot control this God, but I can influence what these humans believe, what they carry. I can change it to something else, okay? So that more or less is what happened, that somebody found out that, hey, I can create another layer. You see, like this layer here. I can create this layer and make myself a demigod. And then I'm God. Because when I create the layer, then I'm the one that the humans are reading off. But how do I create this layer? Now, I have to create that area by influencing the humans. This is why I have to control what they believe and what they are thinking, what they are vibrating. Why do I want to do that? Because that's what controls what they are vibrating to. So I create a new vibration. Here's my new vibration. It has also its own settings, whatever it is, love, war, peace, hate, whatever it is, okay? Now, for this to exist, these humans need to believe in that, So then what do? I control what the humans believe about themselves and about the realm, okay? Then, by doing that, I'm putting this in place. Now I have a realm where there still is the main God, okay, whom all of this cannot exist without, okay? But that God has given the right and choice to humans, and also agreed that it won't interfere until the end of the cycle of this realm, which it didn't or it doesn't, okay? So now, in here, you are finding humans that are caught in a system where it's up to you. You have to decide. Are you vibrating with the green God, the God, or are you vibrating with the red, okay? And that is determined by what you believe about life. Do you believe in the things believed by this green, or do you believe in the things believed by the red? And unfortunately, for human beings, the red, is having a time of his life here. It's playing here, making everyone believe it is the one that has power. But in actual fact, it doesn't have power. Never mind that it doesn't have power. It does not even exist, because it is only existing because the humans are the ones that say it's there. But it's not there, okay? This is the story of what is up with us, that everyone, you are loved. You see a lot of things, they shouldn't even be existing. Like, they don't make sense. But they exist because you don't understand how you function. Because whoever has found this and realized they can do this, has made it that you are finding it a challenge to find this. They're using everything they can, all the rules of the system, of the rules that are allowed in here, to manipulate you, to mess with you, to try and keep you within the red, so that you never get rid of the red. Okay. Anyway, for the same real elements. Okay. So yeah, like I said, the two frequencies are competing for the same humans, same realm. So choice of the humans is the one that is determining. Okay. So now I say, now you have humanity that is living out its choice of God, which is exactly what I've just explained. If you are believing in the red, your realm, your experience, everything will be as per the red. If you believe in the green, your realm, your experience will be as per the green. It is as plain as that. And the belief I'm talking about is not that what you're saying, I believe this. It's what is core, in your core network, inside you, in your core, in your soul, for lack of a better word. Okay. Now, the one thing I wanted to explain here is the time phrase. The fact that this realm has a time frame. From the time it started, when it started all the way there, it had a time frame that it was to run. So it is running that time frame. Okay. Now, these time frames mean that you are moving from one cycle or one agreement of that God of how it's going to live to the next agreement of how that God is going to live. Okay. Now, what happens then is that for the God to determine all that, the God awakens, if you want to call it that. Okay. This green God awakens, but it's not that it's awakening. It's always there. It is that it is making its presence. It is taking over. Okay. Because the time has ended now. Now it's taking over what it had put there, what was cooking. It's going in to see what is happening inside me, this egg of mine. Did everything get cooked proper? What have we found? Okay. Now, I know I've explained elsewhere, but I will explain here again. This demigod that believe itself to be independent and think it's independent, it's not independent. Okay. It is, I believe, it is still allowed and created, as they say even in Christianity, that they say is Satan or whatever, was sent by God. Yes, it is still sent by this God. Okay, why it is sent by that God? Because whoever in here gets it right, to the extent that they are all green, like this one, that all here, they have now become green and gotten rid of everything. They also become a God and are able to create this whole thing and become this themselves to their own realm. Okay, that's why you cannot just have anyone do that. Okay, and you cannot have one that is vulnerable to whatever the settings of the red, all these things that they say is Satan or whatever. Whoever, they cannot be the one running a whole thing, because can you imagine what that will be like? It will be worse than a situation that we face now, where at least there is still some competition. Then the raid will just run rampant and use humanity, like whatever it feels like, if you catch what I mean. This is why the raid is there, okay? Other than the fact, other reasons, but one of the main reasons, it is true that it is a test, but it's not a test of you personally. It is a test of the soul of man, if you want to put it that way, of the energy we are as a whole. Okay, this is the test that the God we are have put him or herself through to come to the other side, and also to grow gods like it that are able to live this independence. Anyway, yeah. All right. So then I was here that the age, has ended. Okay. So now when the age ends, there is a process of, you call it measurement or assessment. They say they weigh your heart. Okay. Where it is checked, each individual human being, what choices they were making, whether they are attached to the red or whether they are attached to the green, all of that. And also a check of the whole. If the whole is being was more attached to green or was more attached to red. These algorithms are things that are set inside the God, even from the beginning. How many needs to be green for the God to be said it was it is successfully realized that it is green, or how many needs to be red in order for the whole thing to determine that it didn't realize itself as a God, and then there's no God that has been born or grow out of it. So it means that it will have to self-destroy, which they have said many times that things like that have happened before. Okay, so now us as the ones who are living now, this is where we are. Okay, and we have this opportunity. This is why we are sharing all this. You can go anywhere, TikTok, YouTube, whatever. There's lots of people talking from different perspectives. Because we are here, we are now at the measurement and all that. And we have a chance, all of us, to choose love, to choose the God we are. You understand? So now, okay, change time frame. The realm has lapsed, yeah, in the beginning. So realm opens up for the birth of new realm. But first, the old must be assessed and all be measured for suitability of new realm to live in or to live as. Meaning, all that is assessed here, firstly, it will be determined that this God, if it's going to live as green and has made it, or if it needs to re-go the same process again in order to be able to find its greenness. That's one part. The other part is each individual in here is also determining if they believe they are to belong in a realm that is already all green because they found green, or if they are to go and live in a realm that is all red, I don't know, because they are all red, or it is gonna go and need help, things like that. You're going to determine where you go, and what you are ready for. Okay, and then now, currently, the way we are living is we have the red, we have the green. Okay, now each one of us is deciding in every moment. Here. Each one of us is deciding in every moment that what are we pulling from? Are we vibrating to the green? Are we vibrating to the red? Sometimes we are red, some green. On other issues, we are red, green. This is what's been going on, setting ourselves. Every time you believe something, you are setting something inside you. All the other things that are not in line with that one, it means they cannot exist in the same. So be careful. You can believe one thing and think it's unrelated to other things, but it affects all the other ones because inside you are balanced inside. The God inside you is balanced. If you say you don't have money, you cannot now all of a sudden say again, oh, I'm going to drive a Ferrari. Okay? You cannot drive a Ferrari, you believe you don't have money. That's it. Simple. Inside you is balanced. Either you have a Ferrari, you have the money to buy the Ferrari, or you don't have. So every day, now, these ones, or this system, the red, has lot of equipment, whatever you want to call, tools, that it's messing with you in here to make sure, or to try to make sure that you don't find the green, or it's very difficult for you to find the green. Okay, it's doing everything in its power. Okay, you to realize that at the end of the day, you are not supposed to react to what it's doing at all, or to try and fight, or because it has no power over you. What has power is the green, not the red. The red is using the principles offered by the green to keep you in that illusion that it is the one that is in control. If all of the ones in here leave the red alone, it will die. It has no choice. There's nothing. The only way it exists is because somebody or something in here is holding it. The same ones that say they want the green, they are the ones who are holding the red. And to get out of that is for all of us not to pay any attention, to rather work together and with the green and be the love we are. Okay? So anyway, as I say, it's a human choice, okay, whether you connect or live with the red or the green, okay? And the quality and play out of your life is a measure, or what shows you how much of the green you are connected to, how much of the red you are connected to. And you are supposed to adjust your life, your beliefs, based on what you are seeing about your own life. Like, hey, in my life, man, hey, this and this is not going there. Then you have to go deep in you. I don't know, meditate, whatever you have to do, to your core beliefs, to find there, what is there that is making my life like that. I'm changing that thing and telling it, like the guy, like I was saying about the Ferrari and the money, that you are saying you're wealthy, you have everything you need. You already have the Ferrari. It's just materializing. Things they always talk about the I think it was started by The Secret and all those things. Basically, that's how it works. So hence, it is important what your frequency is paramount. It's paramount and key. What you are vibrating to, whether you are vibrating to the green, the love, the God of the original, or you are vibrating to the red, okay, the confusion, the one war, hate, all those things, So now, for you to be able to determine or control what frequency you are in, you have to control your what is in your heart and what is your mind, meaning what you believe and what you are constantly thinking of and how you are thinking of it. Meaning, if you are constantly thinking of, I don't know, your business, and how are you thinking of it, as a success or as a failure? How are you seeing things like that? What your mind, what you believe, okay, is important. Hence this demigod, this red, okay, has every tool, is using every tool, everything to have strict control of society or humans' beliefs, meaning the heart, and thoughts, meaning the mind. Like, as in, the whole system of our society is designed to control those things, those two things, what you believe and what you are thinking of. That's it. Everything else is just in there to make sure that those two things come out the way that the red wants. They are just everything, your job, your church, I don't care what you call it, your movie, your advert, your school, everything that is there, that is put there by the red. It is there to manage you, to manage your beliefs, to manage what you are thinking of all the time. So you have a same viewpoint of the realm, so that the realm is the realm of the red. This is what the red is there for. And the red is doing its job. Believe it or not, you can give it all the names you want, Satan, devil, I don't care what you want to call it. But I'm trying to tell you that red, it is doing what it's supposed to do, in the sense of it is questioning you to live aware, awake, to be a human, a God man. You understand? Not to be nonchalant about all the things you keep running in your head, what is in you, to care about stuff like that. Not to live like you don't care. Somebody else has a responsibility. No, it's your responsibility. You're supposed to care what you are thinking, care what you believe. Take it serious. You understand? Care about how you treat others, love, all those things. This is the point of what you are learning, that in this realm or in existence of God, you don't just, if you're going to live blindfolded, you're going to get blindfolded type results. That's it. And as a human and as this cycle, we have reached a point where you are going to have to know, or otherwise you are not going to survive it, because it is now, anyway, I will explain as I go further, separating and getting extreme. Okay. Anyway, I've explained this key, heart, mind. I've explained beliefs, thoughts. I've explained. As I say, nothing else has effect on the realm. Nothing. If you say you don't want war or fighting in here, you cannot stop that by going to fight the one who's fighting in order to win, so that the fighting stop. It don't work like that. If you go and fight, then you are creating more fighting, and this thing keeps having more fighting. Anything that you put your energy, your attention to, you're creating. Even if you are saying you are putting the attention for the purposes of removing it, the realm don't work like that. The realm works on what you have in your mind. You have in your mind, I don't know, lack, poverty, all that, because you are thinking we are fighting poverty. No, by busy saying poverty, you are busy bringing that. To fight it is to do the opposite, to promote wealth, to talk about wealth, to be wealth, to get wealth in your heart, in everything, in everyone. That's what we must do. And that works for everything else. So this makes you see that this system here, all that we are living, is designed for the red and by the red. Because that one tells you that if you don't want something, you must give it all your attention and give it energy because to change it, which is a lie. By giving it that much energy, you are the one keeping it in place. The only way it's going to change is by giving the opposite of it attention and so you need to be awake to that. And to be honest, nobody here have an excuse, because now this thing has been talked about in many ways by philosophy, science, and in religions, within among all the lies and all the manipulation. They don't have a choice. This red doesn't have a choice. There has to be truth in it, because the only thing that lives is this one. Oh, sorry. The only thing that lives is this God. This is. The fuck. Yeah, the only one that lives, I was here. The only one that lives is this one. So, even the red is working through and using the green. So there has to be truth in whatever, in between all the lies and the manipulation, there has to be the truth. That's why you see there is truth, even in all the books, Bible, there's truth, but there's ways that the red is using the same truth to mean different things. And that's why even the scripture or whatever, any of the books, whatever, everybody have a way of explaining the same thing. The reason there's a way to explain something that is there, it means it gives opportunity to create the confusion. Okay? So realize that. And realize the point is not to fight the confusion. It's not to try and to convince the red or whoever that the right is this one. No, leave the red. Look for the green. Believe the green. Cherish the green. Be the green. Then see, your life is the green. If all of us is like that, then the red don't exist. But as long as there's other people around that will be the red, you will see the red. Don't leave the red. Don't ask now, why is the green not stopping whatever you are seeing, that you can see yourself that this don't belong here. It is because the green loved the human enough to give the human power to become part of the decision making. So the human is making those decisions that are leading to those things happening. This is what's up. And the human has the power to stop all of that with ease, just by heart and mind. That's it. Without doing nothing much. Anyway, choice of which God, green or red, is made via beliefs, which is the heart, and mind, which is thought. I wanted to say thought, okay? So beliefs, the heart, whether you believe in love, hate, all I've already explained. The mind meaning continuous, consistent occupation of your mind with positive, uplifting thoughts or negative, down thoughts. Like I was saying, you are thinking of your business. Are you thinking of it from a point of view of negativity, or you're thinking of it from a point of view of positivity? Even anything else, your life, your relationship, everything. Are you thinking positively or negatively? You understand? And I can assure you it is challenging at times, because what the red has taught us is that what you believe comes from the realm. You know, the red is saying your belief or is based on what you are seeing happen here. Okay? But it's a lie. Because what is happening here is what is dependent on your beliefs. So if I am able to manipulate what happens here, then I say, you see, it's happening, so you must believe it. Then it means from then onwards, you will keep repeating the same thing, recreating the same thing. So you need to realize that just because the thing is there in reality, it's there, you can touch or whatever, doesn't mean that you have to believe that that is what the realm is. The realm can be anything, because this God, this green, is unlimited, is anything we want. So it can be anything else. It doesn't have to be the way it is. Anyway, yeah. So now, I was explaining the end and the beginning. Obviously, this cycle, we've moved Pisces to Aquarius. The cycle has ended. We are in a process where there is end and there's beginning. Now, when there's end and there's beginning, this God, the main one, the green, wakes up, because that's the determinant. That's the main event. Really? Yeah. This is the determinant, you know. This God, you know. So now, at the end and beginning, this God wakes up. That's why they say the Christ in Christianity. They say the Christ is going to come at the end. Everybody has a story. Even folklores, Mayans, everybody, you know, they always say that the gods are coming back. Meaning the gods, this realm, this frequency is going to come back. This frequency, I think that's the right word, is going to come back. Okay. Now, I'm saying God is awake. I mean, this frequency is here now. This frequency, the green, is awake in the world. Okay. The Christ, if you are Christian, is alive. You know, this is why you are seeing all the things that are happening. The amazing thing is that even the things in the Bible that they said will happen before the Christ comes, they are there happening, you know. I don't know. I suppose it's because all narrative here is controlled by the red. This is why this conversation is not everywhere. But as far as I'm concerned, it should be everywhere. Everybody should be talking about that. And we should be all working together to make sure that we receive the green easy, and it becomes easy for all of us to live and adjust as the green. Okay. So now, as I said, the measurement or assessment of each is in progress, okay, as we speak now, okay? Meaning your choice will determine, now it's separating. You are going with the red or you are going with the green, okay? And remember, the point is to be the green, because the point is the God we are is growing itself, okay? So it will only accept the green, okay? It will not accept the red, because it's not the red. And remember, I told you, this red does not exist. So whatever gets stuck with the red is dead already, because it cannot sustain itself when this green totally separates, which is in the process of doing that, even as we speak now. Okay? This is why, even me, I'm making this video to share, so you are aware and you are able to work with your heart and your mind to make sure that you are the green, and you are available to all the ones of the green that is here, that is assisting you to realize the green, that you are green and get out of the red, which are here in numbers, in plenty. You just have to ask for the help and to believe in what you are, you know, that what you are is not limited to this living here. You know, it's not limited to the physical, to whatever. It's vast, you know. Anyway, so this is where we are, okay? Your paramount choice is the one where you are going there or you are going there, okay? Now, let's talk the earth. Now, another thing to explain also is that in the realm we are living in, okay, even the earth, okay, is a god, or is a god inside another. You know, we are living in a god inside a god inside a god inside a god, as in human and then earth, solar system, galaxy, universe, things like that. So the earth itself also was going through its own test with this whole setup that it allowed. Okay, now it has come through. And also, this is I have to say, my belief that the earth has made it, okay, and decided to be love, has made it through what we were going through. This process we are doing, the earth itself has done it, you know, got it right. So the earth is love now, okay? But the earth understands also that it's going through this process, and it's using itself and all its love to help you who's here. Meaning that including me, the one talking here, It is the earth that is making me do this for you, so that you are able to have another opportunity and as much help for you to become the green. Okay, and also there's more help that is bigger than even me, that is invisible, like beliefs, like I said, and I suppose you can watch all my other videos where I talk about this from a different perspective also. So anyway, the earth has done it. Yay, we are grateful. But what that means is that only love can live in, on, or as the earth. Okay, meaning this earth we are living in is getting itself out of this situation. It has gotten itself, let me put it that way, out of this situation and gotten itself back to be like this. It has gotten itself to be back as love, and it knows itself that it is love and it's fine. So now this earth is going to be like this, where it will only be love. Okay, that is allowed to live here. There will not be the red part. Okay, meaning anyone who is the red part will not make it in that earth, because they will not have any frequency or energy. They will not be getting energy. Where will they be getting their energy? Because the frequency of their energy does not exist. This is the key. This is the reason for the videos, for everybody talking and all that, okay? To tell you that. So you know that you had all the opportunity to do that. Okay, hence only love can enhance all systems. That's another thing. Then that's the thing. All systems, energies, beings, rules that are not of love are dying or dead on this earth. As you can see, all the systems, economic system, all the type of systems that were put in place by the red, all the systems that serve the red, they're dying. Even with all the manipulation and the red trying to make new systems that purport themselves to be like love, but actually no, they are still trying to hold the power over, all the things that they are trying to do. All those things are about you, to keep you, because the red needs you. You are the one who's providing the energy. And if the red does not have anyone or anything that it goes with, it means the red itself is dead. And the red is doing everything to stop that. So you have a choice. Are you the red or the green? And whichever one you choose, give it 100% of your time, of your energy. There's no point in going both this side and that side. You are just wasting energy. You have to make up your mind, and the time for being on the fence is gone now. Now it's time for you to make up your mind. So you are happy and with whatever you decided, and know it's you who made that decision. So anyway, yes, as you can see, the economy, a lot of things in the world is dying. All the systems is dying. Don't be fooled by the red that is telling you these things are dying because of you, or because of, I don't know, whatever explanations they have for what is happening. Everything that is happening, it is being done by the green. The green is in full power now. It is the one, whatever you call it, climate change, economy, what, banks falling, I don't care what you call it. All of that. It is the red getting rid of, it is the green red getting rid of the red within itself. It's like a case of having a cancer, and now you are clearing the cancer out of you. This is what's up. Okay? Now, yes, as I say, there is a process of separating love from other, anything that is not love. The question is, are you love or are you the other? This is what you must ask. This is what you have to pause and make time. And I understand, yes, it's a beautiful place to on earth to be alive. There's a lot to do, but this is also important. You have to make time, and this you cannot do without being still, without stopping and thinking things like meditation, all those things, yoga, or going to nature. It's very difficult to pull this off, the separation, separating yourself and realizing the love you are while you are caught in all that, So listen to your instinct. Sometimes they are also trying to tell you also when you need to slow down. Okay, yes, as I said, the determinant, I said, love yourself, love everyone, love everything. Let go of all politics or factors or history or anything. Yes, that's another thing you need to realize. At the end, now, those things, they don't mean jack. Okay? They mean nothing. You can fight about politics. I always see that also the red uses those things. Especially me, I'm African, African brothers. They're always messing with them about racism, about all types of bull, The things that you leave those things alone. Leave those things alone. Okay. The one that is, if you're upset about anyone is enslaving us or did something to us, trust me, they have more than enough coming for them. It's not you who needs to deal with that. It's not your responsibility. You understand? Your responsibility is to be able to live in a realm that where they exist, but where they don't have effect on you, because you are not giving them your energy, your time, your anything. This is the thing. And to trust and believe that the realm works like that. So that when you stop and you are seeing them doing things that seem violent or whatever to take over you, you know that at the end of the day, that is temporary. What is eternal is the truth. That is love. That is you. That you are living and you are going to live for long. That's it. Or you can be caught and fight with them and keep them in play, and then they will always be in play in your life. That's what's up. Politics, all those things. It is the God we are. Hey, man. Come on, man. Those things are a joke, man. The systems, whatever you want to give them the names, they're a joke. Even the war and the military, whatever you want to call it, all of them is a joke. A joke, not like a innocent, a joke, how do I put it? As in even David fighting Goliath. No. No. No chance type of thing, Because even them, they are the same God. They only exist because of that God. You understand? You need to catch that. So you must leave them, and you're not supposed to fight them. You must love them for giving you an opportunity to test you, to give you the opportunity to show yourself and to find the God that you are. That's it. And leave them to God. They also have their own agreement with God on where they belong in all this. You go where you belong. That's it. Okay? Yeah, as I say, that all those politics, all those things, they have no effect on the final self-determination of you that you are doing right now. They don't. The only thing that has effect is your heart, what you believe and all that, and your mind, what you think and your thought, how you are interacting with yourself. Because at the end of the day, as I said at the beginning, all we are is God experiencing God. That's it. So you, which God are you experiencing? And realize that the one you are experiencing is the one you are. And the only way to change the experience is to change the God you are. Or the God you are is the one you believe you are. You are either a victim of slavery, of all those things you want to say, in power and poor or whatever, or you are a child of magic, of God, of that which is cannot be defined by anything here. And hence, you got everything. Then you are making ish happen here. That's what's up. And then the fate, the life and things will turn out like that. I suppose many people are like, yeah, but that's what I'm saying, and whatever, but it's not turning out like that. The thing is, that does not make a mistake. Okay? It will never be that you believe something and then it happened the other way. No, it's God. Come on. So you have to go back and check. It's not nice, I know. Even me, I can tell you for me. Because at times you don't understand. Because you are seeing things from human perspective. So a lot of times where you are like, but me, I'm doing everything right. But then you have to be willing to go back and say, okay, I must stop. I'll delete everything and start again and look at everything. Because there's no one else that can change anything except you and your beliefs about you and God and your reality. It's the only thing that determines who you are, what you are, how you live. That's it. So, and it's your responsibility. It is not the responsibility of the pastor, rabbi, whoever you believe, or the church, or no one. All those things are just systems inside the red. But yes, they are there also to help you. So use them to help you, not to do it for you or to determine it for you. Nothing will. Not even your saint. Your saint is there to teach you, to show you that it is possible and how it can be done. All those things, you understand? But not to do it for you. You know? Yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, yeah, you know, all these things, all that you experience, all that's been happening, all that is, all this, you know, all this, all. It's only there to bring out of you the perfect way, one who's able to hold love. That's why it's there. That's the one that must come out, so that you are able to hold the love that's coming to you. That is what you are calling Christianity, called the Christ or awakening, all those things, you know. You should be able to hold that. So the test and whatever is opening, is expanding you. All this is expanding you, making you clear frequency, your quality, your efficiency about holding to love is perfect, you know. Why? Because the love that is coming, you are going to need to be able to do that. Otherwise, it's the one that's going to wipe you. All this fire coming, all those things, you know, those things are love. You will only not make it if you don't have the capacity that you are supposed to have now to hold the new you. The one that is enjoying all the things that you have been building when you are going through all you've been going through the year. You're supposed to enjoy everything. Living as the plain one, as the clear one, you know, for lack of a better word. That's what's up. Being your own God. So anyway, yeah, I was just explaining that even the earth is, I already said, you are being provided with help, lots of help, from all over, even from others who have done what we are doing and who have got it right and know how it works. But of course, there's rules. They cannot do it for you either. They can help you, but they cannot do it for you. It is still up to you, okay? So be love, man. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy everything. Appreciate the smallest of things. This is how it becomes easier to realize that you are not living in the red. You are living in the green place. You know, that is loving. Never mind how much, and stop following all the red, all the bad news, whatever. It doesn't change nothing to know. Stop following them. Follow the great news. Be a hive and a searcher and a lover of great news, of good news, those great things that show what a beautiful thing a human being is. Stop following this one telling you how bad a human being is, because the label you are giving a human being, don't forget, it's you. You're talking about you, and it's what you become. That's what's up. Anyway, yeah, man, love you big time. And again, here I was explaining that everything is taking place within you, within your heart and mind. Everything, your reality, it is there. The only way to change it, it is there. You don't go there, you are not changing anything. You think you are changing by acting out here and I don't know what, writing, or I don't know what you're gonna do, okay? You are just playing to the game. The red is having a time of his life. Even if you think you are winning or is fighting or whatever, don't be fooled. Realize that as long as you are using the same tools, the red is still in power. Ask for the help within you to assist you. Plenty. Be open to the assistance. This can be challenging, but I will not say, I will leave it and make it easy and say it's easy. But be open that it's a journey, you know. Love is the key, the answer. That's what's up. Love you big time. Hope you grasp what I said, and you can rewind and pause and read. That's why I was trying to write down this time around. And yeah, watch all the others. I will explain more or less the same thing from a different perspective, which is more or less what I'm always doing. All right, cool. Thank you. Bye.